Mr. Lane. Thank you for hosting us over here. Big clap, please, big clap. Quick thing though, do you guys know the Harlem Shake? You guys know the Harlem Shake? Do you do the Harlem Shake? Everybody do it, everybody does it. Go crazy. Alright, why don't you give it up for Ahmad Al-Issa? Come here, baby.
The Harlem Shake. What's up, Jordan University of Science and Technology? How y'all doing? I thought you guys would do the Harlem Shake with me, but well, as my friend Ali said, I'm Ahmad Al-Issa. I'm a genetical engineer, 4th year. Where are my genetical engineers at? A couple of guys in the back. Hey, what's up? I want to ask you guys a question. Does anybody have any problems with telling elderly people about their major, like explaining what exactly you're doing? Yeah, that's the worst, especially for us. Do you guys get that? Genetical engineering, isn't that hard? Our major is called biotechnology and genetical engineering. So it's really hard to explain it. But before I get to that, let me tell you guys a true story that happened at a funeral a few years ago. There was an old woman that asked a cousin of mine what she studies. شو بتقرأ يا حايسة؟ She's like, أنا بدرس حاسوب. أنا بدرس حاسوب. She's like, حاسوب؟ شو حاسوب؟ حاسوب. كيف ما بتعرف حاسوب؟ أنا قالت كمبيوتر. طب قولي من أول يا حايسة. كمبيوتر. CS ولا CIS؟ كيف عرفتي؟ She's like CIS. قالت طب اسمع نزل C++ بالصيف أسهل عليك. Let's get back to genetical engineering. I know you guys have the same pain as I do. The other day I was chilling with my aunt. وهات علم عمتك صبحة. What does genetical engineering mean? So anyway, she asked me, شو بتقرأ يا أحمد? I was like, بدرس هندسة جينات. بالصلاة على النبي مهندس؟ يعني تسجل بالنقابة؟ لا مش فيزياء، مش هندسة فيزياء. وراثة. ورثة بالصلاة على النبي شريعة. يلا هاي إنك شريعة. بالصلاة على النبي شيخ ما شاء الله. So I gave up on her. So every time somebody asks me what my major is, I'm like, أنا مفتي بالنقابة. It gets annoying, but there's something more annoying. You know that guy that sees you in a bad situation, but he makes it even worse instead of helping you out? That's the worst, especially if you don't even know the guy. The other day, I was walking at school, I had my light beige sweater on, I was happy going to class, and I spilled some coffee on my shirt. So then I was like, oh shoot, this is a sucky situation. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and clean it out and be optimistic about it. خلاص, I'm gonna clean it out and go to class. So I go to the bathroom, trying to clean it out and everything, and then a guy walks in, true story. He's like, yee, هاي ملعونة يا زلمة. Like, هاي بتنكد عليك اليوم كله. I was trying to help him out, but he made me sad. So then I bursted into tears, like, oh shit, trying to clean it up. Then he pulls out his camera, Instagram. So I take it. We get some more. Arwa. It's a commercial. Okay, I'm gonna pick on the Garawis now. I'm Garawi personally. مين فيهم Garawi? The girls are like, no, I'm not gonna say Garawi. Okay, I like the Garawi culture and everything, but there's a small percentage of Garawi girls that I have to pick on. I'm sorry, my sister made me tell this joke. Okay, you know those Garawi girls that when they come to school, they fuse into like a different person? They try to be Madani, but it doesn't even work sometimes. So this is what happens. Like the girl will come up to you like, شو الكباتر اللي داخلة بطلع عندنا بالفعل? يلا بدي اروح اشرب فرابشينو. I'm sorry, did you tell me you're from Beirut or Kufr Khal? I'm not sure. But there's one negativity about this thing. At 4 o'clock p.m. every day, they fuse back slowly to their original garawiness. So girls that are garawi, they don't, that act like this, which is a small percentage, they don't take classes from 4 to 5. It's like the werewolf. You know how like when there's a full moon, he slowly starts phasing, like you get hair and he starts getting... So she's having conversations at 4 after class with her friends. It's like, يا امبارح طلعنا رحلة أنا والعيلة وأكلنا تبولة وخفاش. شو مالك؟ لا ولا شيء بس فأمي كانت تفرم بالخبازة. I gotta go. By the way, as I said, I'm Garawi, but I wear that proudly. Like, I don't mind being Garawi, I'm proud of it, but I'm just talking about that small minority. And what about the guys? I'm sorry, I have to say this. What's up with the notebook that has a little baby or a flower on it? Please explain that. The babies get smaller and smaller. Next semester, I'm gonna find fetuses on their notebooks. It's creepy. Like, what's going on in this guy's head? He goes into the مكتبة. والله بدي دفتر يا معلم. طيب تفضل في عندنا ألوان سادة. لا. طيب في عندنا برشلونة. كيف لا. سيارات جماجم. لا بديش. طيب فضل دفتر. أعطيني الورد اللي هناك. تلاقي عضلات ذاك. Another thing that's special about Irbid is while you're walking in the streets, everybody's cars have idioms or sayings on them. So every time you cross the street, you learn something new. Just like crossing the street. So I have a few things that I picked up from real cars, written on real cars, and I would like to read them out for you guys. This is the most famous one. Everybody got it wrong, I don't know why. Nothing to loss. Okay, I think this is a lot. No time for love. من تطول نهارك تسرفس على الكيا أكيد ما فيش وقت لله. مزيونة بس مجنونة. هي حصر الكيا too. حصر الكيا بس. This is my favorite one. Dogs bark, but the caravan moves on. على الأفانتي من ورا بصريحة. عضة أسد ولا نظرة حسد؟ This one's really touchy, so I have to say. كن كالسماء ينظر الناس إليه ولا تكن كالأرض يدوس الناس عليه. 078 4 So, where my sarihis at? صراحة وينكم؟ فيش صراحة? My dad's the only sarihi. Okay, good thing I'm not gonna get my booty whooped after this joke. Okay, I'm sure there's one sarihi guy in the corner. I think he's sarihi because he keeps staring at me. I know this guy. I know where he lives. That's the cool thing about sarih. Everybody knows where everybody else lives. Like we're like GPSs. But the cool thing about it is that they do it like a spelling bee. You know what I'm saying? They do it professionally. You know how a spelling bee is? For those who don't know what a spelling bee is, you got nerdy ass kids. They stand up in front of the jury or something, the judges, and then they give them a word. All the kid has to do is ask 1 or 2 questions, and then he spells it like that, like a pro. So like this is what would happen. Like they give him the word. He'd say, "Can you please tell me the language of origin?" They tell him the language of origin. Then he probably asks, "Can you please give me the definition or say it in a sentence?" And then he'll know how to spell it. So this is what happens. This happened to me the other day. I wanted to go to a friend of mine. So then I was driving my car. Then I saw a little kid on the street. So I was like, "Hey, ولد, تعال جاي. أنت من وين أنت?" So I go, "أني برشلونة." يعني أنت من هون؟ قال أنا من حي البنش هون. طيب ماشي. بدي أروح على دار صاحبي محمود. He fixes himself up. محمود. تقدر تقول لي اسم أبوه؟ محمود الصايغ. أبو إيش؟ أبو مفلح. محمود أبو مفلح. He's like so professional. So محمود أبو مفلح. ضربت ضلي 200 متر تلف على اليمين. على تلف على اليمين بتلاقي داخل على اليسار. عرفتها؟ فكك منها تروح على اليمين. Really impressed. I'm really happy to be here. This is a really great crowd. For my last joke, I'm gonna bring back an old joke that I made before. It's about the elections in school. I know it's kind of late, but I want to tell you guys my freshman experience of elections in school. It was the worst, but I knew how to flip it around to be a good experience. As you know, everybody, you guys voted. Who voted this year? Don't you guys notice that the students take it really seriously here? They take it really seriously. So, a guy came up to me, one of the candidates, when I was a first year student. He's like, brother, we've been friends for a long time. Please vote for me. I'm like, first of all, brush your teeth. Second of all, I don't even know you. Like, why you come up to me and you want me to vote? Like, what are you gonna do to the world? What are you gonna do? He's like, where it peace? Okay, I'm not gonna vote for you, so peace out. So anyway, the day of the elections, you try to avoid the department if you don't want to vote. But I made the mistake of going to the department. And his friends are like, you know the guys that have the suit on? They're like throwing flowers at everybody. They spotted me like, I smell a freshman and he's genetics. Let's go get him. They grab me by my arms and legs and run to the voting booth. And then I was like, let me take advantage of them. They're really desperate. They want me to vote. So I was like, do you guys want me to vote on an empty stomach? Like, they looked at each other, they're like, he's right. They took me to the cafeteria. They had my two favorite meals, lasagna and mensa. I didn't know what to choose, so I had both. And then they charged my phone, and they gave me all the books I need from like that year. And then I went inside, and then I voted. They were relieved, and I was relieved. I got out. But here's the trick though. I voted for the other dude. Thank you very much!
That was Ahmad Taha. He was great. He was hating on us Kia drivers. Well, guess what, homie? You ain't going home with my car tonight. Alright, anyway, right now we have a new fella. His name is Ahmed Hassanat. So please welcome him.